Hey, everybody, welcome. We're back. The Coach's Corner crew is back. It's been 7 weeks.
It's been a long time.
We're here on, as you can tell, we are in, well, we'll explain this in a little bit. It's October 13th, Monday, Columbus Day. Happy Columbus Day for those who aren't working.
Yep.
Yeah,
For those who are lucky and not
we are
working today.
Okay.
Yeah, don't hit it too hard on whatever you're doing.
Yeah, take it easy.
We got some EWB people
Greg
who
Meyer
are taking the day off.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, we're missing a couple of employees here
Yeah.
today. But, we're here.
but no, it's been 7 weeks almost since we had our last show, right before the opening week of high school football. Yeah, because that's when me and Wes interviewed Wes Gilman, and we'll get to all that. But folks, we're here today. We're actually in the famous room of the dark, actually lit up. But we got the second room of the dark back there, so please keep an eye on whatever may walk through there. We don't know what's back there.
It'll be scary at times.
Yeah,
You
might be
just
Travis
don't know.
Singer and Brandon. And so we're kind of doing episode 13 in 2 sections. We got together here on a early morning here on this Monday.
I might be awake, so
it's
bear
kinda
with
early.
us.
And then I'm going to be doing some phone interviews with the other guys tomorrow evening, and we'll tie all that in. But hey, before we start our show, and we're going to go this portion about a half hour, I want to give a little in memory of a friend of ours who died, sadly, passed away this weekend, Jeff Race. Those who watched the show know Jeff or knew Jeff. Me personally knew him from Pee Wee League on. Fortunate enough to play baseball with him. And then our great fun years. Jeff always liked to talk about that of Smith Development and Babe Ruth. Had so much fun during that era. And then Jeff, of course, played softball.
Yeah.
We all played softball with him. He came back and played with us.
The only guy that threw a hat further than a
He could
softball
throw a
one
hat.
game.
You know, I meant to go get the hat, the Eddie Collins hat.
He'd throw a hat like you wouldn't believe.
Yes, but Jeff was I think for anybody that knew him, I don't have to sit here and tell you what he was like. He was just a happy guy with friends. He was always fun to be around. Sadly, he'd had some health problems here these last couple of years. But in high school, Jeff was immediately a fine football player from freshman on, as were a lot of our guys who were class 86. They had to start playing as freshmen. And Jeff was just, he was just always a fun guy to be around. And he's going to be missed by our classmates and anybody who knew him. And you guys got to know him.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
I
I didn't know him real well
Yeah.
until we started playing softball in the men's league, and I
Yeah.
played with him there a couple of years and had some good times,
yeah,
good memories, and
he
a lot
was.
of stuff we could look back at and
Yeah.
laugh at. And
He was my neighbor.
Well, he was on Riley Pike there
Yeah.
for years, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, and again, we don't really need to keep telling, because everybody who knew Jeff has a memory or always will have memories of him. But to his family, his daughters, and any other relation, our thoughts and prayers. And Jeff, we're kind of dedicating this episode to you today.
Yep.
And,
Rest in peace, Jeff.
Yeah, we'll be thinking of you, you old Greyhound and friend all.
Yeah.
So, but on that note, we got a show to do, guys.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's been a while since we've met. I'm going to let these guys basically do the show today, but I'm going to start it off first with Wes. Do you want to start, or Huff, do you want to start?
Yeah, Wes can start. I'm still asleep.
Oh.
Wes
okay.
started off with some news on FCHS football.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess the Bengals.
FCHS football, let's go there
That's
first.
going to be the depressing part, the Bengals.
The Bengals might be the depressing part, but we're going to start off with FCHS football, which is hot right now. Looking at 6-2 record right now. Just beat Batesville 49-6 the other night. Played really well. Very aggressive. It was a fun game to watch.
I wanted 70, but
Mike Huff wanted to score 70, but we gotta hold off on that. We gotta calm it down a little bit. And
pump the
we
brakes.
don't want to, tick anybody off. So we got a big game this week though with number 2 or 3 and 1A, which is North Decatur.
Chargers.
The Chargers could be a interesting game. I mean, they've been good for a long time at the 1A level. It's hard to tell how that game's going to go, but we better be ready to come in and play, I'd say.
And you guys obviously pointed it out to me. They were standing right by us the other night.
Oh,
at
yeah.
Batesville.
Yeah, that
The
most
North
of
Decatur
the
team.
offensive guys were right by us.
Yeah. They come
Yeah.
down and watch the game because their game got canceled. So they trying to get a little insight on FC football, I guess.
Well, they seen it.
So yeah, they got to see it.
They must have hightailed and went and stood over on the Batesville side, the other half, because they were out of there pretty quick.
They were out of there once they knew what was up.
Yep.
But
Aren't they-
anyway,
Coached by Steve Stern, my old
Yeah.
baseball guy.
I know that's his name.
Yeah,
Is he
I
your
think
old
it's
baseball
Steve.
guy?
I've mentioned Steve on the podcast before, especially during the baseball episode I did. He was an old, good player at Batesville, and I'm sure it's him.
Yeah, he's been there about 7
Yeah.
8 years at North Decatur.
Jeez.
Yeah.
They've had a good program, and they've went pretty far here a couple times in the last couple years. So it's not going to be no easy game, and I don't think you can look past them just because they're 1A. So Franklin County better be ready to play, which I'm sure they will be.
Yep.
These last few weeks, Franklin County's really
They have
Yeah.
played good. They played hard, aggressive, and it's been fun to watch.
I'll tell you what, and you guys have heard my story, and I said it, and this will bring in Jeff racing this too. Sophomore year, our only win for the Greyhounds, North Decatur, at North Decatur, like 38-31.
Oh, yeah?
Jeremy Sauter's kicking the extra points going like
Hell
that.
yeah.
That was our only win, the greatest fan bus ride home. For anybody that remembers that, I'm sure Jeff Race had a good game in that game. But and the horse running up the middle of the field.
Oh, yeah. They used to have the horse
white
come out.
horse.
Yeah.
But you think we've played them? Have we?
We have not
we
played
might
him.
have played them again at BHS.
As-
I don't remember, but
You-
As Franklin County,
have we
No,
I
never
don't
played
think
them?
we've played
just
them.
basketball. Other sports
Yeah.
we play them in, but not football. I don't think we played them in football since them days.
That might have been then.
Yeah,
That might have
yeah.
been the last game because I don't remember us
They were
playing
playing
them
them in
after
'87 or
that.
'8 or '9.
Yeah.
Yeah. When then we went to Franklin County.
Yeah. That's
They,
gonna be
they
fun.
played Connorsville last year as one of their, I think, pickup games.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can't really remember.
I think they'll play
It was
anybody
pretty
if
close.
they. Yeah.
Can you imagine? Isn't that strange now they have a game canceled? I know it's happened
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Edinburgh's
Yeah.
Edinburgh's a train wreck right now.
There's a lot of
Edinburgh
teams in
football.
Indiana that
Yeah.
they're probably on the border of maybe not needing to have a football program. They just ain't got the numbers, and some of these 80-0 games
Constant.
just ain't getting it.
Yeah. There was a bunch this last weekend again. I can
Yeah.
name probably 10 high school teams that don't need to go to 8-man football.
Right.
Is that? I think you guys have mentioned that before.
Waldron's got a good
That
8-man football
actually
team.
is. It's not a sanction,
No,
I guess.
no, but they do. There is like they got like 16 teams or 18. It's one or that they can play a tournament with who they have. Yes.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
Yeah.
cool for the schools who ain't,
Yeah,
ain't got enough to play
Yeah.
11 man.
If you-
so
yeah,
if you
so-
can do it, yeah.
You
I
got
think
12,
it would be
13
great.
guys. You can play it. Yeah.
yeah, I think it would be great. I
Yeah.
mean, I know it may
It's
never.
slow paced. It just like backyard.
There's a lot of schools around here need to probably look into that.
You know, guys, the last weeks of watching Franklin County, granted, they've had a lot of injuries as the season went on. Losing the quarterback. This week, they had an offensive lineman, a good running back, nicked up a little. The one thing that I think personally they've done really well, shout out to Wes and the staff
Yeah,
and
big
the
time.
players, they've really adapted their roster to fit what they can do to fill in the hole.
Yeah.
True or false?
Oh, that's
On
true.
the guys' part.
Well,
Yeah.
you look at your quarterback going down, you think, okay, bring in the second quarterback, and maybe we'll mix it up and put a running back there and
Yeah.
let him, receive the hype,
Yeah.
run with it, hand it off, and that's actually worked pretty good there for a couple games.
The old single wing days, Rob Allen.
Well,
Mason Wee Wee
Yeah.
and Parker Gilman have done a great job.
Yep.
Of course, the line has really picked it up here lately,
and
too.
they've
it
had
seems like.
injuries and fought
Yeah.
through them.
Then
too.
we didn't know who 59 was the other night.
Yeah.
We believe it was Stevenson came in.
Yeah. Can anybody confirm that?
Yeah.
Was that Blake Stevenson?
Do you
Yeah,
know
I
Rob
guess
Allen?
he-
Was that Blake
I
Stevenson?
really
at
didn't even
59?
know until you said that. I
Yeah.
was like, well, he hasn't been
Or was
playing
that Doug
receiver.
Kuntz?
Wasn't Doug.
I'm
Oh,
pretty
man,
sure it was
Doug is too good
Stevenson
on the line.
filling in
Maybe
for
back in
Eli
seventh
Amrine.
grade
Yeah.
junior high or
Yeah,
something.
Eli's with the bad ankle foot.
So hopefully we'll get
Yeah.
Eli back and get back Stevenson back to number 12.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
it looked like he did pretty good in number
Shoot,
59.
he'd be a capable lineman, strong and big as he is. And,
Oh, yeah.
and he's played a tight end that blocks a lot. And I mean, a lot of times you're on the line anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely want to get Eli back, number 79.
Yeah.
part of a lion on that video that
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Ward made, which was very cool, by the way. What? Okay, we know North Decatur, and then it's sectional time.
Right.
Now, this is a surprise. I don't know one bit. Haven't heard, didn't watch, haven't looked at Facebook this morning. Wes, sectional news. Let it fly. You heard it
Sectional
first
news.
on the Coach's Corner.
Coach's Corner crew, bringing it to you first. Sectional news. In our sectional,
He's got it wrote down on notes and
I
everything.
got it. Even though it's in my head, I'm still going to read it. All right, first round. Of course, Lawrenceburg Tigers get the bye. Imagine that. Then you got
Mean West.
Yeah,
Money payoff.
Mean West come out on that one.
Money payoff.
Yeah, that's a money
Sorry.
payoff. Then we'll go with a first round
Monday
game,
morning.
which will be not this Friday, but next Friday. We will go back to Batesville, Indiana,
Yes.
to play the Bulldogs in the first
That's
round.
the game. Is that Halloween night?
It is no
No.
Week
This
before.
is
The week
next
before.
one.
I'll get to be at that one.
week before
Halloween night.
Halloween.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Franklin County
Batesville
football.
at
We're go-
Batesville again.
We're going to Batesville.
We beat
Oh,
Batesville
my
town,
gosh,
Wesley.
a rematch of last year when it was
Yeah.
double Franklin County games.
Yeah,
Split. This year, double Batesville games. They'll be ready to play.
they'll be ready
They'll
to
be
play.
ready to play.
They'll be ready to play. They've seen us. They took it hard the other night, but they'll be ready to play. But I think we will be too.
Yeah, I do too. I think the guys they're focused in.
Well,
Yeah, I think-
Kicking game. Good job, Harvey.
Let the fans know where we will play if we beat Batesville.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
Well, let me throw
Yeah, go
out
ahead,
these
get
other
out there.
two games. Greensburg, I think for the second year in a row, gets to play Purdue Poly. I believe it is Purdue
are those
Poly.
guys?
We got
Hey,
that
we got
you and Jerry
6
Kuntz?
EIAC teams in this, and we get Purdue Poly
I
in here.
kick. I kick extra
How did
points.
this come about?
I think, no offense to Chaminade, Poly, Purdue, whatever their name is. I think that's Huffy and Jerry Kuntz and Brandon Cowan and
Yeah, I think so.
Travis.
Travis is the quarterback on that
Travis,
team.
your
I think.
quarterback.
But anyway, I'm gonna say good luck to Greensburg. Go get
Good
you
luck.
another win.
Yeah, get you another one.
Get you
Fire.
another
It ain't
win.
the O-line's fault on that.
It ain't the old line. folks.
Heck, that other team might be good. Sorry if you're great. We just don't know much about you.
Right. Well, this is the,
Chaminade.
this is the bottom of bracket. Top bracket, yeah, FC at Batesville. The winner, I'll tell you in a minute who they're going to play.
Oh, Purdue Folly, huh?
Greensburg plays Purdue Poly. South Dearborn plays Rushville, which the other game, they just played the other night in Rushville. I believe beat them by a few.
They did.
Rushville
So-
beat South Dearborn.
26-21.
Okay.
Yeah, tight game there. So,
Yeah.
so a good rematch. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
So the winner of Greensburg, Purdue, Poly will play the winner of South Dearborn and Rushville in the second round, which means FC at Batesville, the winner will play Lawrenceburg.
Oh boy.
And if I read the brackets right,
We will
that
play
game
home.
will be at FCHS.
And on Halloween night
Yeah.
too.
On Halloween night.
Oh.
How spookier could it be?
Yeah, Rob
baby?
Allen. We gonna be there? You gonna
I
be?
will be doing trick or treating with my granddaughters, and I knew that, and which is great. I'm
That's
loving
fine.
it. I love
That's
that.
fine. We'll
But
Coach's Corner will be over there on
Daniel
the track.
Ward, I hope you can tape all this. I'm going to be watching.
Halloween night, and I want
gosh.
to. If that happens to that point, I want the kids to come out in their best
That'll
attire.
be wild.
The kids got to be wild, pumped up to play. But first, we got to get my baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, what a draw.
Yeah.
We kept saying, to beat them, you got to play them. And they're
I wanted them
right
first
now, they're-
round.
Yeah.
Mike Huff won in the first round. Let's
I
do
did.
it.
Let's beat them. Let's get them out of the way. Let's win this section.
That's
That's
right,
it.
baby.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Man, thanks for the
I do
update.
want to do a shout out to Hayden Roberts, Rushville's greatest fan now. I don't know when you became the greatest fan in Rushville, but you get a shout out, dude.
All right, man.
Yeah, you had your big win the other night, so I'll give it to you. All right, move on.
And that's with Rushville.
Yes,
Okay. Hayden, who?
Roberts.
Do I know him?
Mm,
Well, good job, Hayden.
Yeah.
I'm glad for you.
Yeah.
he's real tall.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad
Before
for
we
the old
end
Lions.
before we end the football
He knows
part,
that.
I got
You've
some
still
shout
got more to
outs.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mean to hog up the show
No.
here, but
Take it.
I want to give
Take
these
it. I'm
kids some
Gotta get to
credit for
work.
putting in the time and playing hard, and we see that as we're watching from the sidelines. Nate Shalleck, heck of a player,
He's 21. isn't he?
aggressive,
no.
number 50.
Oh,
Number
the
50.
center.
Then you got 51 Newmeister, really bringing the physical part to the game, it looks like to me.
Yep.
I
That's
mean,
hits, man.
yeah. This guy seems like he's in on every play. Keegan Clark, number 21.
That's 21. I
Yeah.
got my numbers mixed up.
He's all over the place. Doing a good job.
She's senior.
Yes.
Okay.
He's a senior. Actually, the first three guys I mentioned are seniors. These two boys are sophomores, but they've really had to step up as some youngsters and doing a pretty good job. It's the Foster boys.
Yeah.
Well, they are doing dang good.
Yeah, Foster Island, man on defense.
Foster Island.
One on defense,
Yeah.
one on offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
Special teams.
Big touchdown catch by
Sam.
Sam Foster the other night.
He won't drop many.
He won't drop many. I guarantee you that.
Tell you.
Yeah.
Then I want to shout out Justin Perry, number 25, doing a good job.
We did.
He's all over the place.
We didn't know who he was till a couple weeks ago. We was wondering who this guy was on the line, me and Wes, and it seemed like he fit in good.
What
And
number is he?
25.
25.
25.
Yeah, interior, plays interior
Just
a little bit
kinda-
D, and then he comes out on the edge sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just kind of.
Yeah.
He seems to be around the place and seems like he's being real
Yeah.
physical, so which we like that. This guy been playing since the Newcastle game when we, a lot of people go both ways. This guy fills in on defense a lot on the line. Logan Maxey.
Yeah,
and
he's played well.
he's played well. He seems to be in on a lot of plays.
He's only a sophomore, isn't he?
He's only a sophomore,
believe so,
yeah.
got a few more years of him, which is good.
Oh, there's the football. I was wondering where that was.
Here's another sophomore who we got a few more years of, and he's doing a great job. A little banged up, I think, this week, but he'll be better, I believe, by this weekend. Parker Gilman.
Mm-hmm.
Aggressive. Love to watch the kid play. He plays hard. He might not be the biggest, but by golly, he plays hard. Basketball, football, no matter what sport he's
Yeah,
in.
he gives it.
Yeah.
He brings it.
He does.
Old Blake was a scrapper back in
No,
secondary,
big
too.
time. Old
Blake.
Boxy, yeah.
Blake Gilman, he's a scrapper. Hell yeah. And we got Flash Polder, Bryce Lee, Eli Amron, Owen
yeah.
Baker, all doing a great job on that line, coming together. If we don't have penalties, man, we can do a lot of things. But you guys are doing a great job, being real physical. And obviously we got Wee Wee, who's playing all over the place, quarterback, running back, catching balls, playing defensive back, making tackles. He's all over the place. He's a great kid to watch. And Brady Bruneman, am I saying that
Oh,
right?
is that number 11?
Brenneman.
Number
Yeah.
Brenneman.
Bruneman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 11. Love to watch him play too.
He is a scrapper, too.
He's a scrapper. He's in on all the plays, it seems like.
He's the guy from last year, right?
Oh, number 11.
Yeah.
Now he was 44 last
Yeah,
year, now
yeah,
11,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
'Cause
Who's this 11
he
guy?
made that step up, and we mentioned him on the show last year. I mean, how he made a step up, advance through the season. Well,
Yeah.
he's carried that in.
Sorry, I had to
Good job.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys who maybe didn't get some time last year on the varsity, but they're really doing a good job this year, and he's definitely one of them. Then you got Blake Stevenson, who's offense, defense.
No.
He's,
He don't leave the field.
He don't leave the field. Playing
Punts. Does he still punt?
punt.
Yeah.
Does he punt?
I think so.
I think
yeah.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah. Specialty teams.
Sure.
I don't think it's Harvey.
No, it's Stevenson
I
punts.
think it is him.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, doing a great job. Love to watch you play. Then we got Carter Dozier and Wyatt Bowling, two really good athletes.
They hooked up the other night. Played well.
Oh,
Yeah. Glad to see Wyatt's back. You can tell a difference. He's just got that speed and that tenacity to,
And not only did he come back and play the other night for the first time since the East Central game, he came back and played standout.
Yeah.
Standout game.
I thought, well, when he was out there, I thought, well, he'll just turn around
Yeah.
and hand the ball off. I don't think
Maybe
he'll
it'd
be
be a
running much.
conservative game for
Yeah.
him, but it wasn't.
No, it was all out aggressive, and he was going up the middle, running and playing hard. Dozier's really stepped it up here last couple
I think
games.
he has been playing
Yeah.
well here lately. He really has.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
to be really aggressive here the last couple games, which is a great thing to see.
And it's a good time of year to really start, for him to be at that next level
Yeah.
a little bit because,
Yeah.
we're getting into tough games.
Yeah,
Tough games.
yeah, we're gonna need him to make some big plays here in the next
Yeah.
few weeks. Then you got number 20, Pearlyburg.
Oh, man.
Which is,
Played a good game the other night.
yeah, he
He
did.
did.
Didn't he catch a touchdown?
I believe he did.
He scored, didn't he?
Yeah, it was the red shoe.
I think
Yeah,
so.
the red shoe. One red shoe, one green
Yeah,
shoe.
the red shoe went across the line first.
When he gets the red shoe on offense, the green shoe kicks your butt on defense.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's doing a great job. Love to watch him play. And number 20, I just love that number.
He likes
For
that.
some reason. Then we got the kicker.
Ah,
A lot of years of not kicking the ball at Franklin County, going for 2, this and that. We put this kid out here, Ben Harvey, kicking extra points.
I used to be able to kick.
Like nothing.
I used to be able to kick.
As we
Mike
all
Huff
know,
used to
Huff,
I'd be able to kick.
with
back
20
then.
minutes warm up, Mike Huff says he can
I believe
kick
I
a
could
field
kick
goal
one
or
with
extra
20
point.
minutes warm up.
I don't know what that 20
no
minutes
rush.
is, but
See if we can get that set up. Maybe Westgill will let us out on the field.
maybe if I will say that Mike Huff would kick an extra point if rushing him was Brandon, Rob, and Travis. But you got to watch Travis.
And
coming
Jim
in from
Rapp.
the outside. Jim Rapp, Miami the game there tonight.
I
don't
don't see
know.
Travis coming off the edge.
Travis come off the edge,
Yeah,
flying
Like
through there.
Bradburn.
Yeah.
He'd have a little neck roll on.
I bet Travis probably played that in high school. I can
He
see
was
him
he
coming
was an
off
old
the
special
edge.
Oh,
teamer
yeah,
in high school.
He was
Oh, number 12.
he busted up the wedge.
He did. Back when you could still do that.
Suicide mission.
Well, that's my shout outs for the.
But don't forget
for the
who
boys.
has really held the offense together while Bowling was out was Wee Wee.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
He definitely did. He held it together, did a
He
great job.
kind of kept the team going there in a few games.
Yeah.
It speaks
Yeah.
well with the coaches that they understood their roster, what the players could do or change and take on a role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That always speaks well of the players for accepting a role change, doing whatever y'all got to do to help, and for the coaches to know their guys,
Right.
know your roster. That's
Yeah.
not always. That sounds easy. Sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
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 They've done a great job with that. And you got to know kind of who you're playing too.
Yeah.
Well, we're playing this team. Maybe we could, maybe we can run against this team, and let's do something to, help that out or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think that's all I
Good.
got on football. But
Good
guys,
report.
good luck. Take down North Decatur this Friday. Then we'll see what happens in the section.
I'm going to watch it on the Daniel Ward. I'm getting the missing games guy here, but wait a minute. Give us at least a few minutes
Yeah,
of this.
talk about the
No,
Bengals,
boy.
Wes.
Wes, you
Do I
go
have
ahead
to?
and do it. I don't want
Yeah, Zach Taylor wants you to talk about him.
All right. Well, Zach, I'm going to speak straight to
You got
you.
the old helmet back there, too. Jeez.
Zach,
Yeah, where?
I could probably call plays better than you. I mean, it's
God,
horrible.
we've been bold on him, but that's really throwing the spear.
Yeah. Well, it's 4 weeks. I'm sick of it.
We're tired. It's early
Yes.
morning here this time. We're
It's
not.
early morning. I'm a little grouchy.
I had my third cup of coffee yet.
Oh, man.
Trying to get over the fourth loss in a row. Let's call some plays that actually work.
With Joe Flacco.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Even with Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
I
Joe's
think
ready
we
to
can
throw
do
the
it.
ball. He's ready to sling it, guys.
Sling it.
Okay, I got to watch the game on tape delay,
Talk to me.
and the first quarter was like watching a team
Paint
that
dry.
never got to play. It was like a preseason game. And I get it. I'm not going to crush Flacco on that. We were all a little head scratching when they made the trade, but Browning, okay, he did some good things. He helped them win a game. It just wasn't working right then. I get it. They tried to make a change, and I applaud him for that. After that, Flacco, he did settle in and was able to deliver the ball quick. Granted, it was a lot of short stuff in the beginning, short stuff. But then he did have a good second half. They played a good offensive second half.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's building. I don't know.
Could be. I mean, there was some stuff I definitely seen that I didn't see the last few weeks, especially in that second half.
They kept him off his back.
Yeah.
I mean, he had to run and mobile. He even mobiled in the pocket.
Oh, yeah.
He moved. You know.
He threw some nice balls.
Yeah.
You know,
And I heard Jamar Chase did a little audibling himself. So,
Oh, my God.
yeah. Yeah.
Jamar says throw it here. I
You
guess
throw
you
it there. That's
there.
how he got his touchdown on that.
That was a heck of a catch.
Yeah.
And a nice throw.
Oh, that was a dang good catch. And that defensive back had been talking a little
Oh,
crap.
yeah.
to him.
He did the giddy
And
on him.
He
The gritty.
kinda let him know, you get me the ball somewhere where I can get a hand on it. Yeah. He looked like Mike Huff with that ball right there. He did the tweeter end zone dance. It's a new tweeter end zone dance.
Oh, yeah, tweeter.
No, but I don't know, guys. Bengals just is what it is now, but we always try to be a little optimistic. Maybe they found a little something they could take into the next game, but it just sometimes feels like they can't take nothing in the next game. It's always like starting over again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Zach Taylor, we've been rough on you.
And we still got to find some holes to run through. That running game got to get better. We can't
I
find.
thought that was going to be so much better.
We got to break something. Hell, 15-yard run would be nice.
Boy, they've been using Pirine more.
They had
My man Pirine.
Brown had his second longest run of the year there last night. 13 yards and 12 yards.
Gee,
I always say, as long as he gets the ball, I always said this with Joe Mixon. If he gets the ball with momentum, he's got a chance. If you hand the ball, the old Le'Veon Bell play, whatever that got started years ago, the dance, let the line create. No way. NFL is too fast for that.
Now it is.
Yes, and especially if your O-line isn't dominant.
Yeah.
You've got to run with the ball.
Get it and go.
Pirine, giving him the ball, with power behind it.
Well, you know what Rob Jewell would say: Cincinnati Bengals, mean and angry, just like the theme song.
In the second half,
Yes.
they're not so mean and angry. Sometimes they might be mean and angry.
I bet they're angry
I
this
don't know.
morning.
We're a little frustrated. Sorry for Edgy this morning.
Yeah.
I've been drinking this pop like crazy, and Huck needs coffee, but
The Bengals will frustrate you when you've been watching them for 30, 40, 50 years, and you just
they
want them to do good.
They make you edgy.
They'll make you edgy.
I want to give a shout out while Wes is finishing up the football. Tampa Bay, you're playing good, and you keep wearing them old style helmets back there. We're going to be keeping
Baker Mayfield.
He's playing great. Browns, you never should have got rid of him.
Yeah.
That Brenner Boggs, that's for you. And got the U helmet back there.
Oh, yeah, the U.
Also want to give a shout out to our Hagerstown paraphernalia.
Yeah, Hagerstown.
It was given to us
Go
by
Tigers.
Go
Chris
Tigers.
Working.
Yes.
Have
at
when
it.
they had their,
Yeah.
when I went to their the Boys of Fall.
They had a good volleyball
reunion.
team one year.
Well, they're in the TEC.
We can
Rob
cover a
Callen
lot
likes
of.
that.
We can cover a
We
lot
can
of
cover
conferences,
any
but we
school,
ain't got the time.
Oh, and then, are you done yet with football?
Well, the Bengals.
Go ahead, finish up. And I'll,
Come on, Bengals, step it up. You're making my Sundays pretty rough. So at least it's a Thursday
You
night
come
game
out and
this
farm
week.
with me.
that, and I bought the YouTube.
Then we have to listen to it.
I
then.
bought the YouTube football package, so make it, earn it.
Yeah. Earn
Yeah.
it. Okay, I'm done with
Julie's
the
not
All
Bengals.
ready
right.
to
All right, let me
revoke
hand this
that.
off.
Real quick, before Huffy gets started.
I got to blow a little
Right
bit.
there, guys, we didn't mention it. The Reds, baseball season's over for the Reds. I'm going to be one of those guys that people throw a rock at. I'm just glad this year they made the playoffs. I thought they showed resilience. They were on the tightrope, ready to fall off many, many times. Got back on. It didn't end good in the playoffs, but you got to take a baby step. I think baby step for this year was making the playoffs. Next year, got to do better. But it was fun to watch them this year.
Doug Kuhn said they got to do better next year.
Well,
That's what Doug told me. He
A
said
lot
they got
of
to do
people
better.
say
It's
that.
not good enough.
they're always saying
Playoffs
don't
ain't
set
good
your
enough.
expectations
Yeah.
too low. But I'm taking it in baby steps. You made the playoffs this year. Now you got to win.
Do better.
Do better. That's it.
Wes
There's
is-
the whole thing.
Oh, Wes
Do
is
better.
saying
And I guess
do better.
go Brewers now.
Brewers, that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
go
Nobody loves the Brewers anymore but
Yeah.
me. All right.
All right, now we're on to Mike Huff.
I got to clean my
He's
shirt off, guys.
doing the rest.
All right, let's talk some IU football.
Okay.
Some who's
Who's
yours? All right. I've
Well,
been
you guys got
waiting.
notes and everything.
I've been waiting 42 years for this, maybe. I remember watching my first couple games when my mom would put it on Channel 4, WTTV, Indianapolis, Hoosier, football, 1983. They was awful. Sam Weich, 1 year, 0-11. I thought, what a great team to back. So I've been backing them ever since. It's been tough at times, but Saturday almost made me cry. Never had a team, Indiana team, win a game on the road in a hostile environment as Osden Stadium, Eugene, Oregon. Okay, they win the game, play great. Fernandez Mendoza, Heisman Trophy candidate. I don't care who tells me different.
Doesn't
Till
he-
he
I'm
gets
with
beat.
you, baby.
Doesn't
Yeah.
he kick too?
No, his
No.
brother does.
Oh, okay, got my guys mixed up.
Twin brother. Okay, 0-46 on the road, all time. 1-72 on the road, all time, versus top 5 opponents.
Unreal.
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 Stat 0-46. If you think about it, against top 5 opponents all time, you'd think you would win one. On the road, you never won one. 1-72 all time on the road against ranked top 5 opponents, home and away. Well, now they're 1-46. They're 2-72. I'm okay with it. I always told my buddy Doug I would give up 10 years of death penalty cheating to win one championship. So we're in the right direction.
Pony excess, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Who's your excess?
Okay. Coach Siggs has got them rolling. They got to play Michigan State Saturday, 3:30. To me, that game, in the past, Indiana would probably lose that game after a big win. But I believe they will go in, home game, crowd's crazy. Bloomington almost got burnt down Saturday night. I was watching videos, people out in the streets celebrating.
Party time.
Party time. I wish I was there. Other than that, go Hoosiers. I'm going to end it real quick because I got a few other things to talk about, and we're stressed for time. But I have my son watching, and he was crazier than I was Saturday, and he was talking national championship. But I'm almost saying, let's get to the Big Ten title game. Let's beat the Buckeyes, and then we'll see where that goes. All right. And other news I got is Oldenburg Academy Soccer, which my son played 4 years for. I want to give him a shout-out. 4th sectional title in a row. They beat Union County.
Union County.
Yes.
Wow.
2-1, 4th in a row. They will play this Wednesday against Southwestern of Hanover. Can you tell me Southwestern's nickname of Hanover?
I used to deliver out of Hanover.
Yeah.
Are they the Rebels?
They are the Rebels. Thank you,
I was
Alabama.
going to say Raiders.
Westlake, that's South Ripley.
Larry's Raiders.
And that's Larry's Raiders.
That's
Your
South
old
Rip-
softball team.
That is
Yeah.
old softball.
Okay, the girls win again. They have won a couple in a row, few in a row. Don't hold me to that. They've won a bunch. But they will play Thursday against Monrovia. And good luck to the girls and the boys soccer teams and the regionals. Keep it rolling.
And we acknowledge, because this happened after our last show, special for Huffy and Steven and those of us who known him. Congratulations, Coach Getz.
200th career win
Yep.
at Oldenburg.
And I
Yes.
think Coach
That's awesome.
Alex got over 50 now. didn't
Yes.
he?
Yeah, so the Oldenburg Soccer, this guy, a pat on the back to them because they've been their soccer program has been rolling for years.
Yeah.
My son was a part of it. Couldn't be prouder.
Well, and I'm
And the
gonna,
girls, ain't they ranked number 1?
Number one
Well,
in 1A.
and I tell you,
Yeah, that's impressive.
I'm going to go bold here. I've seen Oldenburg girls play. I thought Franklin County played, and I want to mention Franklin County here in a second, played very well against them. It just got away a little bit in the second half. I personally believe that the Oldenburg girls are good enough to win the state
That's
championship.
how I'm thinking that too. Yeah.
I don't want to jinx you. But
Yeah, that's
come
why I
on.
don't say anything about
There's
it.
no
Yeah.
harm out in outer space
Yeah.
about what the coach's corner crew's saying here.
Yeah, they
It's
did
really
beat
dark.
Lawrenceburg, who was state champs last year in 3A during the season.
They
I
are
believe it was
talented.
3-0.
Yes, Claire Neese
Yeah.
is a dominant player.
Yes.
She's well known throughout the state. Her sister is great. Them Lysing girls are great. I'm just naming a few.
Yeah,
I don't
yes.
know their roster. I said those names a lot that day. The keeper was very solid and smart. They're just what I believe a team that's good enough. Anything can happen in a soccer game. You get the PKs and the shootouts. You never know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they're good.
Mm-hmm.
They're good. Have they lost or tied?
They have tied once.
Tied once.
Yes, and I forget I was.
Which can happen
yes.
any season.
Yes.
Yeah. Man.
I think they're going to roll all the way to title game. I think they will. I
Well,
really do.
Kenny.
I just
Long
I want
time
the
at
boys
Oldenburg.
to win a regional, though. It's been
Yeah.
about time. They got there many a time. Greenwood Christian, always been a nemesis, but they are nowhere to be found in this regional, so
Who's
we're
the
good
boys
to go.
playing in the
They're
regional?
playing Southwestern of Hanover.
Well, I think they can take them.
Yeah.
Well, that's good luck, Oldenburg.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you too. I know I get their updates on the 812, and I think I actually follow Oldenburg Sports somehow.
Yeah.
I hit a follow, so it comes up.
Yeah.
But hey, good. That's great. And we
But don't think my heart don't belong to Franklin County Athletics, because it
No,
has
you got
for a long time.
ties
But,
to Oldenburg.
I
yeah.
think we all know that.
I almost did. Lord sakes.
Yeah.
But that's good luck to them.
Yeah.
They're good. Both teams are good, and You just got to take it one game at a time.
Well, that's about all I got, Rob Allen. Back to you, so we can
Well,
get to stocking shelves and stuff here.
Yeah,
so.
we're going to get back to work, or we're going to be the ex-corner crew. But no,
Be doing this out of a
real
barn
quick,
somewhere.
when we're talking soccer, I want to give a shout-out to Franklin County's girls team,
Yeah.
Hannah Serber, Dave, Mike Weissman, the coaches, all the players, the seniors. They had a fine season. They played exceptionally well. Boy, I wish I could have went to that game. In the sectional, one lefting lost to Batesville. Just a play here and there. I heard Annabelle had a shot that was so close to tying it, or maybe taking the lead. I don't know, depending on when their goal was scored. And then, if I'm right, Lawrenceburg did beat Batesville in a tight game for the championship.
Yeah.
So you got your defending state champ there.
Yes.
I bet that was a heck of a game because Batesville, I saw play, their ladies team. They were solid. They were good. So Hannah, all to the girls, manager, Sage, everybody did a great job. Yeah, Sage was
Your
my
old
helper.
buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my old buddy. And all the girls, they were wonderful for me just on my little end of the job announcing. Anna Rodert always helped set up the music. And thank you, girls, all them seniors. Annabelle, great year scoring. Good job, Hannah. So
Yeah, sounds like they had a great year.
Yeah, that's a good year.
And to the boys
it's a
team.
tough, it's a tough competition. You getting there.
It is. They
Playing
have a-
Batesville, Lawrenceburg. All these teams
Hey.
have good soccer teams. It's hard to get out of the section.
Yeah.
I got to see Gary Bennett, old coach who helped us win Alyssa, his daughter, our great keeper, who someday I hope to get on the show. Gary and his wife, Mrs. Bennett, stopped up in the press box and we got to have a talk. And I said, boy, our schedule was always tough. And granted, back when I was coaching, we double dipped in the conference, and that was a nightmare. But anyway, Franklin County, good job, and to the boys, Jake and Travis.
That's work in progress.
It is,
Yeah.
but hey, I'm glad you got a win.
Yeah.
And that was good. Hang in there. I know you lost some seniors. Good luck to those boys who are moving on. They only had 3 home games this year, so I didn't get to see them as much or get to know the names. I want to give a little shout out to Owens, young Owens there.
Yeah.
He did a good job as a freshman. So hang in there, boys. Think about playing soccer if you're not playing another sport. And
Hey,
these
let's
coaches
give
will
a shout out
teach
to
you.
Coach O'Brien.
Oh, that's what we want to end
Yes,
on.
yeah. Let's not
Okay.
let us
Coach
not
O'Brien.
forget Coach O'Brien.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
set the
He
stage.
means a lot to
Yes.
my soccer.
We are doing phone interviews tomorrow night, so the show will wind up being about an hour, but we're going to cut it off here, this segment of it. But before we do, and I get to attend that tonight, in February, a committee was set up to send a request to name the grass soccer field, which was the varsity field. Didn't play any varsity games there this year. Still for the youth league and practice. Named after Bob O'Brien, the first coach and father of Franklin County soccer. And we've mentioned this before. But to the credit of the committees and the school board and the athletic department committees and superintendent and his committees, it was approved. We're very excited about that. Tonight, Bob O'Brien is going to the school board meeting, and they are actually, I don't want to say presenting that to him, but they're informing him that that was approved. Now, Coach O'Brien had nothing to do with this. He's so humble and things. This wasn't him doing any of this. This was a committee, and I was glad to be on that committee to help present the facts and to help present this. It's a hard decision for school boards and things, naming something, but as we all well know, Bob O'Brien is the top-notch soccer guy, the humble, the dirty work man, behind the scenes, still is.
Him and his wife.
Once to maybe 50 years of youth league, it's going to be an honor. The ceremony now probably won't get to be till next fall because soccer season's over, and we want that to be during soccer season.
Yeah.
So, but Bob, Mike played for you, scored the first goal in Franklin County soccer. All the players who started the program, Bob for getting the Riverview to gang together and playing
Stingrays
back there.
I played for the Stingrays.
Yeah, Stingrays
all
versus
the-
Scorpions
Oh,
was
you
always a
played.
tough
That was
one.
fun.
Yeah.
Bob was there then.
The years Bob helped me with coaching and mentorship, and when I got to run the youth league for a few years. Congratulations, Bob and Kathy, the whole family. Nobody is more deserving, and it's going to be proud that maybe next year, if I get to privilege to announce it, I'll get to say that something's happening at the O'Brien pitch or the O'Brien field.
Yep.
And now we also know that every kickoff at varsity games is the O'Brien kickoff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
So
That's awesome.
So it's honoring a good man.
Yeah, it
Good
is.
man.
For all
Well
time.
deserved. No
Yeah.
doubt
Yep.
about it.
Good memory of him is me
Thanks
and him
for
making a.
Reminding me.
I bought his pickup truck during practice of my senior year of high school. Me and Coach O'Brien. I liked his pickup truck. He had an old Scottsdale '78, and I said, "Hey, Coach, how much for your truck?" He said, "If you got $2,000, you can have it." And I went in the bank, got $2,000 out of the bank, and made the purchase. So I had Coach O'Brien's blue
How
pickup
many
truck.
freaking trailers that he hauled with that.
Remember that
Bob
truck, Wes?
O'Brien and the trailers and hauling the equipment and hauling the trash
yeah.
barrels.
Yeah, he used that truck all through our little
Man.
6,000 bowls in the back and nets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the one man traveling. And you got to remember, folks, soccer field was played in 3 different areas.
Yeah.
I forgot to really mention that to the school
Yeah.
board. It was behind the elementary
Yeah.
where Mike scored and played. It was down at what's now Codiano Field, the old football field. They played years there. Bob would go get it all set up. Then the field was built behind Franklin County.
We played on the practice football field too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of O'Brien pitches. So congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Congrats.
And
well deserved.
You're the
we'll
best.
keep you up when we get news
Yeah.
in the fall. But we're going to end this section because tomorrow night I'm going to do some phone interviews with our other guys, and we're going to have another episode before Halloween, the 1-year anniversary of Coach's Corner Cruise coming up. So we thank for all of our people who've subscribed on Spotify, on YouTube, all of our loyal people that comment. Thank you, fans. Thanks for the support. And I never get to usually.
You
hold
don't get the
football.
ball until now.
I'm
You
going to
had
do the Jim Plunkett, the Sean Short.
And
right there.
I want to apologize to Laney. I don't have her around here today.
Yeah, but we got Hagerstown stuff. We got to you up there.
And I didn't see Travis coming out of the back room, so.
He's still back. He's scared of that place. We did have a cat that lived in here for a while. It left, so we could have had the first cat appearance ever on the Coach's Corner Crew. But guys, thanks for. We need to wake up here in the early morning.
I'm gonna go make some coffee.
We're in a different room. We'll maybe be doing something from different areas every now and then. But thanks for tuning in to part one. Go everybody, go Franklin County. And I'll shut this off, and I'll be doing part 2 tomorrow night.
Hook and Brandon.
FC.
Hey everybody, Rob here with the Coach's Corner Crew. We're on part 2 of our podcast for this upcoming Friday, 12 a.m. folks, the usual time. We've had to do our show this time and some segments, and I've got Brandon Cowan calling me right now. Hey, you there? Yeah, hey, I'm doing the introduction. So, hey, everybody, we're going to do 3 interviews here tonight here at the Allen Auxiliary location. Brandon Cowan's had breakfast here before, and we're going to do them here tonight. And we're going to start off. We might as well go ahead and get started. We got Brandon Cowan, of course, our main man here with us tonight. Wish he was here with us, but what's up, sir?
Not much. How we doing, Robbie?
Oh, good. You've been busy with practice tonight.
Yes, sir. Practice for 7th grade basketball.
7th grade basketball. How many kids you got on the team?
We have 12 this year.
Well, that's good. Wait a minute. Were you 6th grade last year?
I was. So I did 6th grade last year, helped out with 5th grade a little bit, and then took over the 7th grade role this year, helping out with Jason out with 8th grade as well.
Oh, man. You ought to get double pay if you're working with him. Jeez. How's the group looking? Of course, it's early, and I know we just talked about a few things just a little bit ago, but always got a little quirks in the beginning. How's all that working out?
So we got 12 on the team this year. Just kind of working on the fundamentals of basketball, getting back in the groove, seeing what they know, what they remember. But then today was just our second practice, so we just got started and slowly getting after it. So not too bad. Just trying to do whatever we can to get them ready to go. First game's not until about a month away. So
Oh, you got some time.
we'll slowly pick up with plays and all that stuff. So just working on defense, handling the ball, getting conditioned, and stuff like that.
Shoot, yeah. How about running some sets of lines? Do they like that?
They like it, but they hate it.
Oh man, we don't call them the old name anymore, which I guess is really good. You know what that was, the old suicide word. But kids, I've never been a big fan of running lines, and I know I wasn't either when I played. That's for dang sure. But anyway, jumping in here now, backtracking just a little because we've only got to lightly talk about it a few times. Great job on the golf season. And just fill us in. Great job.
Yeah, so we finished second in the conference this year, just behind Batesville. Batesville ended up finishing ninth as the team at the state tournament this year. They're really, really good, really solid program. We kind of went into that knowing they're really good. No one's going to really touch Batesville, but the goal is to try to beat everybody else. So we finished second in the conference, had 4 all-conference players in Emma Tolhurst, Audrey Mears, Maddie Hoff, and Serena Silas.
And how many of those were seniors? I forget how many seniors you had this year.
So I had 4 total seniors on the team this year, but Silas was the only senior that was an all-conference player.
Oh, okay. Shoot, then you got a good comeback group for next year.
Yeah, next year we'll have 1 senior in Tolhurst, so we're still young. I mean, we had 12 total on the team. We're losing 5 because we did have 1 foreign exchange student on the team. So we'll come back. We'll have 7 returners, and then 4 of the returners will be varsity from this last year.
You know what? Going into your second year of it, how much easier or what new challenges did you have?
I think easier was kind of, knowing the girls. They obviously knew who I was. We had a good relationship, good bond coming in the year. They kind of knew how we like to run practice, what our expectations were. But at the same time with that being, you know them. So, they might try to get away with a few things here and there, which they never really did. But always a factor of, are they going to try to pull a fast one on me? What I'm trying to listen for? Or if it's doing a drill, like, oh, I made that, when they really didn't think I'm just not paying attention. I mean, you'll have that with anybody. I was probably the same way back in high school. But I definitely finished my drills, but I didn't do it. So.
One of my goals next year, and Wayne Foster, I've talked this with him a few times on the boys' end, because really, I mean, people go out and watch, don't they? I mean, they do. They walk or they rent a golf cart, and I'd like to follow you guys around sometime. I think that'd be interesting.
So most of the time, like I know Brook Hill, a lot of parents get golf carts. We have some parents that don't. But if you're a member at the golf course, you get a free cart. If not, it's a $10 spectator fee. That's at Brook Hill.
Okay.
I'm kind of a little bit harder to find every now and then. My main spot is sitting behind hole 2's green and in between hole 2's green and hole 3's tee box because I can watch them finish on 2, come up on 2 and finish, play all of 3, and play basically all of 4. You can see the green from there. Like, my eyesight's a little bit hard to see where the ball goes, but I like sitting there because I can normally see about 3 groups at a time, and from there I transition over, try to watch them on 8, 9, and starting at 2, but you can't really see them on 1. But I try to get to a spot where I can see minimum of 2 holes, if not 3 holes at once, just to keep around. Try to stay around 2 to 3 groups at a time.
Do you ever have to just get on a cart and head to a different hole because of something?
All the time. It's my favorite. I give the girls a hard time because I tell them, bring the water, bring snacks, and it'll be the second hole of the day, and they go, I'm on hole 8, I need a water. I'm like, okay, I'm on 3. When you finish hole 8, I'll walk the water if I'll meet you halfway or something, or I'll be over at hole 6 or hole 7 on the other side of the drive down there, like, hey, I'm on 2, I need a water. Like, okay, you're going to have to give me a few minutes because I'll have to drive over there and meet you, but it's not always about water. There's always, some rules, questions they'll have. Myself and Coach Mears try to split up and try to stick around as many groups as we can at a time, but if it's a rules question, I say, hey, I hit the ball out of bounds, or I hit the ball here, we can't find it, how should we play it? Just a few things just to make sure they're counting their scores correctly so they don't get disqualified.
That's, I never really thought about the mobile part of it because, okay, I've been at tennis matches where the coach will kind of wander from court to court. I mean, that's a pretty condensed area. It's not like a golf course or nothing. And thinking about that, you guys, that's what's going to make it interesting. Like I said, I'm going to definitely make it a priority next year to rent a cart or set out on foot or whatever. Maybe we'll get the other coaches' corner crew guys. I don't know if they could walk the course.
Well, Rob Cowan used to walk it back when I played high school. He'd find a big old walking stick. He'd walk around, find balls that were people just left them there, never found them, and he'd pick them up, wash my bag, throw my bag, and just keep walking around. So,
Well,
I don't think he'll do much of that anymore. He used to do it back in the day.
If it-
The other singer, obviously Ruby played. She was one of my 4 seniors this year. He was at a lot of the home matches when Ruby was playing, but I fly around the golf cart. My main goal is speed, get to many places I can, help as many girls as possible throughout the night.
well, you know what? How long does a match about take?
So we try to start. Most of our matches are set for 5 o'clock. Kind of with golf, how myself and all the coaches in the conference and coaches that we play against, we try to start as early as possible. So if both teams are ready by 4:45, it says 5 o'clock start. We're starting at 4:45. Normally about 2 to 3 hours is the normal 9-hole round. And that just depends on where you're at, how long the course is, how short it is, how far is you from greens to tees, and just kind of the pace of play. We preach pace of play. We had a match this year that we played a team that they're up and coming, very young team, a lot of new golfers, and they're like, hey, go ahead and cart them from green to tee on a few different holes because it's such a far drive. And then we beat them pretty bad. I felt we played really well for bad course condition. The girls hit the ball really well. They're trying to find their stride there towards the end of the season, and when you're a team that's young, new to golf, you go in there expecting to win, and we just try to go do the right things, don't screw around, and like I said, especially on away matches and home, especially away matches, but we do it home too, is really pace of play. If you're not hitting, walk at an angle around the other girl's shots, if you're not in their way, but try to get to your ball to get ready to hit, because the quicker your pace is, the quicker your round's going to go. And, we have girls in the conference, we have East Central's Rowan Pies and Batesville Davis South who are going D1 this year, they're seniors. And their pace of play is so quick, they don't stop. They hit the ball, they get their stuff, start walking with their push cart, they start walking the next ball. The only time they really stop is when they get to their ball to range out, see how far they are, and get an idea of what their shot is. But you try to stay about 30 seconds pre-shot routine, because if you take 3 practice swings before you hit the ball, that's 4 shots. You're basically swinging the club 4 times for that shot.
Yeah, no kidding.
Your shots really add up, and your arms are going to get hurt. But the more you keep moving, just try to stay loose and keep going. You won't cramp up as much or get tired. And if you're sitting there waiting for other people, you're getting tired. You're like, oh, I just want to go home, and they can just get over it. But they're just overplaying that day. But we try not to get in that mindset. We try to keep going with it. Try to stay quick, and just hope for the best, and just try to dominate as much as we possibly can.
Well, shoot, what was your final record this regular season?
Oh boy, you're gonna ask me a question I know the answer to, but I'm gonna have to Google it here.
What was it? I'm going to guess, wasn't it 9-2 or something?
So we finished the season 10-1 in the regular season. That's just like either duels or 3-way matches or 4-way matches. Overall, though, including tournaments and all stuff, we finished 34-21.
Jeez-o.
So our only solo loss on the season came to Batesville. But, that's a very good program. Ben Seifert and his assistant coach, they've done such a great job. They have a great program. Their girls are invested. They have a small number of kids, but they're good. They're legit. There's a reason they made it to the state tournament as a team. And just hats off to those girls. And everybody, like I said, East Central Rowan Pies, she made it to the state tournament as well. But, they're all good kids. But, they're good. So they were our only team we lost to this year in the regular season. So going 10-1, I thought was huge for us. That was a really good job from how we compared to last year, and seeing the progress and the growth that our girls have made from last season to this season.
Well, I tell you what, you did a great job, and you're, as usual, jumping right in. But, as you well know, I don't have to tell you this, we've only got a few more weeks before everything kicks in over at the old gym and everything. I guess we're all going to be busy over there, for crying out loud.
Yeah. Girls basketball scrimmage is scheduled for November 1st, Saturday, November the 1st. We'll host it against the Randolph Southern Lady Rebels.
Yes, the Rebels.
As you know, that's a very, very near thing to my heart. My family's heart, my dad's especially, and everybody in our family, with Uncle Monty being the AD there, I've always got to get them on the schedule. And last year he was very excited to tell me, and I couldn't be happier to see us playing them. So it's gonna be good. Yeah, we got just less than a month till we hit the courts at the high school, and it's gonna be fun. But we have some work to do left here in the fall season still.
Well, you know what? Yeah, we got volleyball sectional, and Wes Lay was our correspondent yesterday morning. Those guys hadn't had any coffee. I had them start early in the morning. I don't think Old Huff knew what to do with that. But he filled in on the sectional for football. We got all the details. That's exciting. Volleyball sectional's got to be this week, isn't it?
Yep, so volleyball sectionals, they will play Thursday. They are playing, I believe, Batesville, and it's at South Dearborn this year.
Oh, that's right. I heard from Grace Walter's family that they were playing Franklin County. So that's a tough first round draw. But hey, the old adage, if you got to beat them, you got to play them. So.
Correct. If you're going to win it, you got to beat them.
Yeah.
So, hopefully going to be able to travel down there this Thursday night, get a root on some Lady Wildcat volleyball, and hopefully they pull through and let's keep playing.
Well, you know what? Did you know that we're coming up on our 1 year anniversary of this show? It's we're wanting to do a show about 2 weeks from now. I don't know. I'll set a date and see if any of you guys can come. That I'm trying to line up a guest or two, but that'll be the 1 year anniversary of this Coach's Corner crew. What the heck do you think about that? How have we ever survived?
Thanks to Jody Doral Amrine,
Yeah, the founder.
A little bit of a joke turned into reality. Here we are. We're going to keep going. And I think it's funny because I actually talked about today to my basketball. I'm like, I got to get home. I got to do a phone call interview for the podcast. And he goes, that Coach's podcast you're on? So I think the middle schoolers watch it every now and then.
Hey,
I think you're doing great jobs for the community, getting our name out there, just like Mr. Danny Ward, with these videos, we're getting our name out there, just being positive, trying to highlight our players, spotlight them and our school. I think we're doing a good job, and can't thank you enough for doing this.
No, it's with the help of all you guys and our good old producer June and her assistant Shelby. Thank God. I've only been on the phone once with June tonight, so that's not too bad. But hey, and then what I am going to do is when we get into the beginning of November, whether we can meet with them again or not, I want to get Kyle back on. I want to interview Justin Lysing, new wrestling coach. Justin will do a good job. And then when we get into boys, we'll get Mark and those guys on there and stuff. So we'll try to get some interviews. And now that this phone stuff's working a little better, and me and June are playing around with some ideas about on-site camera where I wouldn't need the internet. That might work out too good, or work out also sometimes. So, but it's in the making. This show might be 10 years old before it ever gets technically sound. If we make it 10 years. It'll be the Brandon show by then.
Easy now.
Well, hey, I'm going to let you go and get on with the rest of your evening. I'm going to call to your dad. I'm going to ask you a question right now. Will your dad FaceTime or should I do regular call with him?
His phone works for FaceTime. He's got an Apple, so it should work for FaceTime. I think he knows how to do it, but...
Okay, if not, I'll call him regular. But anyway, well, good luck. I'll be seeing you around. I won't be at the game this Friday. I'm going to hate missing that. But good luck again with the Cats and good old North Decatur. And you're going to be busy. Keep Jerry Kuntz busy.
Yeah, we got a big senior night this night.
Oh, shoot. That's right. Senior night.
I don't, off the top of my head, I want to say about 13 seniors. Hopefully get to recognize them, their families, all the things these boys have done for the last 4 years in our program, and kind of highlight them, have a good night, and then hit the ground running at Batesville. Let's go keep winning football, and hopefully we can keep playing football and coaching basketball. So
man.
I like to be busy that way. That's nice for me.
That's going to be exciting. Well, hey, have a good rest of the night. We'll be catching up with you. And thanks for doing actually, wait a minute. You're the pioneer. Travis Singer was the first person who ever answered the phone. But you're the first FaceTime interview. So you're one of the first. How about that?
I'll hold that over Travis's head as long as I can. Just like you
Travis, I think purposely is working late in the field so he didn't have to come on. But I had some good questions for him about his new favorite football team, but we'll save that for when I get to talk to him. So anyway, have a good rest of the night. Good luck here in the preseason and with the boys and the team and Jason Allen and the whole crew. And I'll catch up with you over at the field one of these nights.
Sounds good, Robert. Thanks for having me, buddy.
All right. Be careful, Brandon.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Folks, that was Brandon Cowan. Sorry, we're kind of jumping from thing to thing. And then we got 2 more interviews here in a little bit. And we'll have a little pause and June will edit it and splice everything together. Going to have Rob Cowan on. Want to talk to him about his refereeing. Back for his 30-something year of doing it. And then we got a special interview tonight, which is kind of impromptu. Going to have Daniel Ward on, who's the video instructor at Franklin County, official now, video coordinator. I'll let him tell his official title. And Dan's doing absolutely outstanding work. So we're going to get a chance to talk to Dan tonight. So anyway, we'll get organized, get old Rob Cowan on the phone here in a little bit. Be a little pause. June will get it all edited up, and we'll be back on with a interview with the mighty Coach's Corner Chain Gang member, Rob Cowan. Call Rob Cowan. Call Travis Singer.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, I know I got your message, but I'm filling in real quick here. Are you out in the combine?
Yes, I am right now, yeah.
Hey, folks, we got Travis, after all, on the combine, out doing the work for all the good Americans out here. I just got done doing Brandon Cowan, and I'm going to have the mighty Rob Cowan on here in a little bit, but we wish we could do a full interview with you tonight, but you're busy, it sounds like.
Yeah, just a little bit trying to get finished up with things. So hopefully after this week we'll be finished up. So.
Well, do you got to go over and help Mike Huff any?
Not yet. I think he'll be fine though. I think I've got things dialed in. He'll be just fine.
Well, anyway, I don't know. Yesterday we did it. I got the boys up and early, but football game. I'm hating that I got to miss on Friday night, but man, that's going to be a good game between old North Decatur and FC.
Oh, you're going to miss the game Friday night?
Yeah, I'm bummed out about that, but we got a weekend vacation planned. So anyway, but it'll be a good one. I think it's going to be a heck of a game myself.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think North Decatur's going to play. They're going to play hard. We're going to have to keep looking to beat them. I think we can do it.
well, I tell you what's exciting too. Wes filled everybody in on the sectional draws, and no, I'm not saying there ain't no gimmies in tournament play, but back over to Batesville. So we'll be all back over at our auxiliary coaches corner a week from Friday night, back over to Batesville.
Now, hopefully we come back home from Lawrenceburg to Friday after.
Gosh, that's going to be something else. But well, hey, I want you to be thinking about the next time you're on the podcast. We're going to have you explain this new allegiance to the New York Giants, unless it changes between now and then.
Go Blues Brothers. Still hanging with. I think the Bills are going to be good this year. I think they're going through a little stumble right now, but I think the Blues Brothers and Giants. I think people are jumping on. They're a lot of fun to watch, and go Vikings. So hopefully they can turn things around here and get back into go-to.
All right. Well, hey, I'll let you get back to your work. We just wanted to call and say hey, and you keep doing the good work out there and root home a victory on Friday night and get some bowling in too.
All right. Appreciate it, brother.
All right. See you, Travis.
Thank you.
Bye. Folks, that was an impromptu call to Travis Singer, out working in the fields, doing the farmer's work, doing the good stuff. He's always busy. But anyway, we get to say hi to Travis, and he'll be on the chain gang, working with Rob and Craig and doing their good job that they do. Like Denny Doral says, best chain gang in the United States. So they'll get it done. So our next interview, we hope, is with Rob Cowan. FaceTime Daniel Ward. All right, folks, we're ready to get back at it. We're getting ready to have Daniel Ward on our podcast here as soon as we get connected. It's kind of new, all this phone stuff is. So we're... Hey, Dan, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, good. Welcome to the Coach's Corner crew. I kind of maneuvering the phone here so that people can see at home. And can you see our screen, Dan?
I can see part of it.
Okay. Well, that's how things work here at the Coach's Corner crew. But hey, folks, we're glad to have Daniel Ward on with us this evening here in our phone interviews. Does a great job at Franklin County High School and for anything he's a part of with the videography. And Dan, I don't want to screw it up. What is your official title at Franklin County?
So, I mean, most of my videos and stuff that I do for like the sports and stuff, I just do them on my own.
Okay.
We do have a YouTube channel that we do the live broadcasts with, 1-5 production. But for the FCCSC, for the corporation, I'm a media coordinator, so just cover a lot of what's going on at the schools, trying to get a little bit more social media presence, just kind of get a different take on, building our Facebook and our social media, really.
Well, Dan, when did you get started? I mean, as long as I've known you, which has been several years, I know that you've always had the cameras or video in the soccer when you was coaching or doing different things, but what got you started in all this? Is it something you've done all your life, or?
No, so, I worked in the pyro world for years, and, to kind of make a long story short, God was trying to get a hold of my heart, and I was working on the road, at least 280 days a year. Ended up doing 14 shows back to back, and ended up on a Sunday morning wrecking my truck, broke my neck. And,
Oh my God, Dan.
Put me out of commission. So I've always dabbled in, with video, especially with like Dalton, being an athlete. So when I was down with my broken neck, I didn't know what I was going to do. So I was sitting here one day, the kids were at school, Tasha was at work, and I come across this guy on YouTube that he did videography in Canada. So I got interested in it, and I was like, you know what, I can do that. Well, about $15,000 later, and a bunch of Amazon packages.
Yeah.
I bought all my equipment, and Tasha was about to kill me, but it's been a real blessing because it got me off the road. It got me closer to my family, to my kids. It got me closer to God. And, I mean, with all the athletes and the students at the school, I've got to experience a lot of great things just by being behind the camera and helping them out.
Well, and I tell you what, and I'm not trying to blow you up too much because I don't need to, but your work is good and everybody enjoys it. I think the 1-5 that's been putting out the football games, people have really been warm to that, because a lot of people can't make it to the games, and now they get a chance to follow the Wildcats, and I know from just doing a small show like this how challenging it's got to be to travel or be able to put on a football broadcast when all that crazy stuff's going on around you.
Yeah, thank God for, Tasha and Nick Van Hoven, Riley Majeski. Being behind just one camera on the field, that wasn't too complicated. But when we started adding all these cameras, and then you got the Wi-Fi issues, audio issues, and it was a challenge. But man, it's been such a blessing too. It's growing. It's getting better each time that we do it. But I just had one of the parents reach out to me the other day, and I guess her mother went through a surgery. She'd always come to the games for her grandson, and she hasn't been able to this year, but she's been able to watch it live. And honestly, that's why we do it. We want the exposure for the students, but we also know that there's parents and grandparents out there that just can't make games, and we're happy about that. That's one of the reasons we're really digging hard and trying to make this even bigger and better each time.
Well, and it is a work in progress, I'm sure, because you face challenges, and this stuff don't always play nice when you're on a time schedule. We know that. And just putting on us a little show like this Coach's Corner Crew, which is going to have its 1-year anniversary here in a week or so. I know you met me before I did any of this, where I could barely get the music to work at soccer games. And if I didn't have June and people helping me out on stuff, there's no way I could even do a small thing, or we could do a small thing like this. So my hat's off to you on your patience and dedication to it. Obviously, you've done coaching at Franklin County. I know you was with the soccer program, the boys, for several years with Dalton. You were head coach at track last year. That's correct, isn't it?
Yeah. So I was actually in the office with Mr. Riley, and we were discussing something totally different than sports. And he said that they were struggling to get a track coach in. And it was coming down to the last wire. And I'm like, I'll do it. I didn't know anything about it. But it was honestly, hang on one second.
Sure.
I'm sitting outside on the front porch.
Hey, anything that's live action works great on this show, because anything can happen at any time on this program.
Yeah, but he told me that they were struggling finding a head coach, and we prayed about it, and I stepped into a role that I never knew anything about, other than I knew high jump because that's what Dalton did. But we had an amazing season last year. It was fun. I learned a lot. I made a lot of mistakes as a new coach. But man, it seems like this year we're doing a call out coming up for track season to start our weights and agility. And it seems like we have a lot of kids fired up this year. I think we're going to have a really good year to be very competitive against some of our conference. I'd like to see a couple of our kids go a little farther. We made it to sectionals last year in the regionals. So I'd like to see him go even farther this year. So I'm hoping it's a really good year. The track is a totally different ballgame than what I'm used to.
Well, you know what, Dan, and I tip my hat, because, I was a coach starting when I was 19. I guess people call me that sometimes. I don't know if they called me that or not, but hopefully not anything worse. But when I got into soccer, I was a homemade soccer, learned just in my backyard with my kids. And, of course, being around Mr. O'Brien, you can't have a much better mentor than that. But I'll always remember my first night as co-head coach. Bob had a surgery, and me and the Spanish teacher at the time, Gonzalo Celio, we became the co-head coaches. Now, Gonzalo was very, very knowledgeable, but his communication skills struggled. He was really learning English on the fly. And I'll never forget, of course, we had to play East Central right off the bat, and I was like, I am in over my head. But every day got better, got more confidence, quit worrying about things I couldn't control, and started worrying about the things, or putting my concern in what you could control. And I'm sure that you've dealt with some of those same things, obviously, yourself.
Yeah, I come in last year, and I mean, we have amazing assistant coaches. I mean, they know track, they breathe track, they live track. But I come in, guns hot last year, like, oh, we're going to win conference, we're going to get a conference meet, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, and they all kind of laughed, and they're like, we'll see.
Yeah.
And I kind of figured out that we're a smaller school. When you go against people like East Central and track, and they have 100 plus kids, and we're showing up with 40 to 60 kids, it's hard to beat the numbers. But what we did do last year compared to some of the following years was we had a lot of kids compete on a personal level, and I mean, like our girls 4x1 team, and I can't really take credit for that at all. I mean, Joe Davison and Brad Snyder did an amazing job with them guys. They went undefeated last year. Our 4x1 boys team made it to sectionals. We had, like Wyatt Bowling. He got faster on the track every day.
Mm-hmm.
He made it up. That boy, he's just quick. I mean, he's hard to keep up with on camera.
Sure.
So it was a blessing. I'm looking forward to this year. I think some of our biggest struggles is the numbers. We're just not as big as some of these other schools, but I tell you what, we have some great athletes, and man, they fight hard for it.
Well, I tell you what, and Dan, it's funny we're talking about this. I'm going to set the phone down just a second. We'll edit this. You know how this goes.
My favorite thing to do.
Yeah. Thank God I got June for that. It's saying that my battery's not plugged in, but I am plugged in. I believe I just did that. Hello. Okay, I'm back in action.
If you guys ever need help or anything, like you get like a big project or something, or like you want to do a bigger style show, let me know.
Well, I tell you what, it's funny. This has never done this. And now Rob Callen's calling of all times. Sorry about this.
Oh, no worries.
Oh.
Trust me. I understand.
Oh, man. Now it went to something completely different here.
That's like the South Dearborn game. We could not get that internet out of that bowl.
Well, sure. I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and continue with this interview, Dan. And it might be if it gets a little goofy with the quality, I apologize. And but anyway, we got a busy season coming up with the basketball and wrestling. We got plenty of action left to go with football season, and volleyball season's ending up here. So you're going to be plenty busy, and obviously along with your stuff during the daytime that you got to do. But we're looking forward to watching your shows, to getting to talk to you more on the Coach's Corner crew. And we sure applaud you and Tasha and all the group that helps you. And you're doing great work, and we want you to keep it up, and we're going to keep following you.
Well, I really appreciate it. And, like I said, if there's anything that we can do to help you guys grow with the Coach's Corner, count us in, because ultimately, my goal is to make the county, as a whole, put us on the map. I think there's a lot of good people here that's got a lot of big heart, trying to make things, better for the athletes, more exposure. I think you guys are doing a great job with that. You have fun with it. I love seeing you guys on the sidelines when I run by with the camera, and you guys are always athletes, and that means a lot to all of them.
Well, we enjoy it, and we, have been part of Franklin County all of our life, and hope to continue to do so. And we have as much fun watching as those kids out there playing. So, hey, I thank you for joining in tonight. Sorry I had a little glitch here on the thing here, but that wouldn't be a Coach's Corner crew if we didn't have a glitch.
You got glitches, because that's what makes us human.
That's right. Well, Dan, have a good rest of the evening, you and Tasha and all the kids, and I'll be seeing you at the games when I can.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Thank you so much, Dan.
You're welcome.
Be safe. Bye.
Bye.
Sorry about this, folks. We have had a shutdown here. I am going to actually stop the camera and we'll get restarted. Hey, folks, we're back here with the Coach's Corner crew. It's been an unusual night here doing the phone interviews, not by the phone people, by our secondary studio. I haven't had things run as play nice as usual. So, Dan Ward, if we muffed up your interview at the end, we apologize. Don't worry, we'll have you on plenty more times. So anyway, guys, just to recap, Huffy, Wes, and me did our part of the show over at the backup studio at Brockman's yesterday morning. Hope you all catch that without any problems. And then tonight I was doing phone interviews, and we was able to have Brandon Cowan on. Sorry, Brandon, if it's not as loud as I thought it was going to be. I should have had the front part and the mic. You know how it is with this show. We're always a little technically challenged sometimes. But June said she could hear it. I've had June watching. So then we had Travis on for a second out in the combine, Travis Singer. Then we had Dan Ward come on and was having a great interview. But I had a little glitch with the electrical outlet here, and it made my battery going dead. So, Dan, I apologize if it's a little strange at the end. But thank you so much for coming on, Brandon. We'll see you guys around the horn. Again, upcoming action for the Wildcats. Friday night, end of the regular season versus North Decatur. Volleyball sectional this week. Good luck to the Lady Wildcats. Soccer sectional, you had a great season. Sorry it ended last week, but you did great. Hannah, her girls, the boys team, Jake. Going to be rooting on. Sorry I missed the football game this week. But we will get the Coach's Corner podcast on the air 12 a.m. this Friday. So everybody be watching, all of our listeners and watchers on YouTube and Spotify. And I'm going to end this so June can get this all edited and spliced together. We got our 1-year anniversary coming up here in a couple of weeks, so we'll have a special episode. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be our Halloween episode. So everybody be safe. Root for them Wildcats. And thanks for viewing and listening to Coach's Corner Crew. Good night. Be safe, everybody.